Malcolm and Marie, the brand new Netflix film starring John David Washington and Zendaya, and this film was shot during the pandemic. And when I mean shot during the pandemic, because we're still in a pandemic, as in when the whole world was in lockdown. When the whole world was shut down, these two efforts made a movie. So on saying so, we're all like, what is this movie? What is this movie that you speak on? And it turns out this movie is about a couple bickering for like 100 minutes, which is essentially what this movie is. It's about a director, Malcolm, and his girlfriend, Marie, and they came home from this big premiere of his new movie, and by cherry picking and all these little things, the biggest and maybe the most important career day of Malcolm's life becomes the worst day of his life. Because by the smallest thing, it becomes his biggest conversation and the biggest arguments to small time, say something, big argument, small time, big argument. And for the first hour, yeah, I'll say the first hour, it is engaging, and you are kind of like, who is right, who is wrong, are they equal at fault, who are these people? And through these arguments, you are finding out more about these people, these two people, and you find out that these two are just broken. They are mentally not, they are compatible with each other, but they're just broken people. You know, Malcolm is a director, and he's that classic director who's like, he's going to focus on the negatives. It doesn't matter if it's all positive, but if you have that one negative, he's going to focus on that. And he'll be like, fuck you, don't know what you're talking about. You know, he'll rant about this whole thing, which I will tell you, it's a rant, and it's really damn good. I was like, thank you. Bravo, sir. Bravo, I clap. I don't shit you. I actually clap when the rant was over. And, you know, it's a film that's trying to talk about creative decisions and creative outlets. You know, every time that there's a big film or any sort of project that's dealing with a certain ethnicity, people go and say, well, you know, if you're going to have a African American director or African American story, it should be only played by, you know, an African American director should do it, or an Asian director should do only direct, you know, or women direct women stories because it's, you know, authentic and they know the experience and all kind of stuff. Same with actors. You know, people go and say only, you know, gay actors should be only playing gay characters, and it's like, no, they should also be able to play straight characters and bi characters and asexual characters, because, you know, the definition of acting is playing someone that you're not. So there's also that. So it's a movie that's trying to explore that. But when it comes to the arguments, I won't lie, I was kind of like, who's right, who's wrong? Like, at the beginning, I was like, okay, clearly it's Malcolm's. Malcolm, you stop, you do the whole, you ain't gonna win this argument, and if you do, it's still going, she's still going to brag about it. You know, it's just like, just calm down, sleep on the couch for 2 days, and then have your makeup sex later. It just do that. But no, it goes up. And then later in the movie, there's another argument. A time where we does the whole fuck you, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about moment. And you're like, actually, Malcolm's kind of right. I mean, the way you're acting right now, I mean, maybe you should take the couch for 2 days. Maybe you should take the couch. Like, and then you find that these two are two broken people. I don't want to spoil where we or what that attains. Now, the performances are fantastic. You know, John David Washington does a great performance. Zendaya does a great performance. It's nothing a line of it. And with Zendaya, like, you know, my exposure of her is the two Spider-Man and The Greatest Showman. So kind of limited. So right now I'm seeing her acting range, and I'm like, oh, boom, here we go. Wow, this is really well done. Now, one of the criticisms I have, this movie is way too long. There's a point where I'm like, oh yeah, this is where you cut credits. Wait, there's a whole other like 5-10 minutes off. I just felt like it should easily just be like, okay, you made your point, you made your story, they have reconciled, let's cut this movie. Or over-ended. Are they together? I don't know, all that kind of stuff. Cut. This is a good time to cut it. But, I mean, it does kind of just drag, and it kind of drags a little bit at the end. And a big monologue speech, because this movie has a lot of monologues, but there's one with Zendaya, her character with Marie, and Marie is absolutely on the whole thing of, you know, you didn't thank me at the ceremony, at the premiere. You never thanked me, and it's like saying, I thank my wife or thank my girlfriend means thank you for this, thank you for that, and she says thank you for XYZ like 40 times. I'm like, Jesus Christ, if I have a fucking penny every time, like $5 every time you said it, you say thank you XYZ, I would be a very rich guy. I would be very rich. But yeah, this movie is good. Here's the thing, it is a movie that if you don't want to watch a film of two people shouting at each other for 100 minutes, yeah, there's that. But outside of it, it's good movie. It's good.